You are not going to believe what just happened. Bron Breakker, the leader of the Vision, one of the most dangerous men walking WWE television right now, did not get eliminated in the Final Four. He did not get tossed out after some hard-fought battle in the Royal Rumble. He did not even, and I need you to really let this sink in, he did not even. A man in a black mask and a black hoodie came out of nowhere, ambushed Breakker from behind on the ramp, threw him into the steel steps, kicked him, hit him with a curb stomp, and then rolled him into that ring like a piece of garbage. And the second, Breakker's body hit that canvas, Obafemi was right there. Over the top rope. Gone. Eliminated in under a minute. His entire Royal Rumble, destroyed before it even started. And here is what should have every single one of you furious right now. We still do not know who that man is. WWE has not told us. The masked man disappeared back into the crowd like a ghost and took the biggest moment of Bron Breakker's night with him. And after the show, Triple H went on the post-show, and when they asked him directly about the identity of this masked man, you know what he said? He smiled, and he said, "I don't want to make any accusations, but this is a pretty clean curb stomp." And when someone pointed out that whoever it was had clearly done one before, Triple H just nodded and said, "Yeah. At least one. That is all we got. That is the only answer WWE is giving us right now." So if you are angry, and you should be angry, I want you to drop a comment right now. Tell me who you think is under that mask. I want to see thousands of names flooding that comment section, because we are about to break this thing down piece by piece. And share this video, tag every wrestling fan you know, because this is the story coming out of Royal Rumble 2026, and it is only just beginning. Now before we get into it, if you have never been on Ring Rumble 1 before, this is the channel where we do not just recap what happened. We break down why it happened. We dissect the storylines, the psychology, the chess moves WWE is making behind the curtain, and we do it better than anywhere else. So hit that subscribe button right now if you have not already. And hit that notification bell. Turn on all notifications, because the way this masked man story is going to develop over the next few weeks, you cannot afford to miss a single update. I will be covering every development, every clue, every twist as it comes. Subscribe, bell, all notifications. Now let us get into it. Let us go back to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Royal Rumble 2026. The atmosphere in that arena was absolutely electric. The men's Royal Rumble match kicks off. Obafemi, the former NXT World Champion, comes out as the #1 entrant. The crowd goes insane. He steps into that ring, locks in, and he waits. Now here is where it gets important. On the countdown pre-show, it was already announced that Bron Breakker would be the #2 entrant. This was known. The Vision's leader, the man with Paul Heyman in his corner, was walking into this match ready to make a statement and challenge Obafemi, a man they were already calling the ruler, right from the jump. So Breakker starts making his entrance. He is coming down that ramp. Paul Heyman is with him. The crowd is reacting. And then, completely out of nowhere, a figure dressed head to toe in black. Black hoodie, black mask, comes from the shadows and jumps Breakker. This is not a slow attack. This is not mind games. This man attacks Breakker from behind on that ramp. He throws Breakker into the steel steps. He kicks him. And then he delivers a stomp, a finishing move, right there on the ramp. And after that, he rolls Breakker into the ring. Femi is waiting. Breakker goes over the top rope. He is eliminated. The curb stomp. That is Seth Rollins' finishing move. That has been Seth Rollins' finishing move for years. And Triple H basically confirmed it on the post-show when he said, and I quote, "This is a pretty clean curb stomp." He was not being subtle. He was pointing directly at one man and daring the audience to connect the dots themselves. Second, Seth Rollins has been completely absent from WWE television since October 2025. He suffered a shoulder injury at Crown Jewel, he was stripped of the World Heavyweight Championship, and the Vision, the faction he built, the faction he led, turned on him and moved on without him. He has been sitting at home while his group has been operating and thriving, and he has had zero say in any of it. Third, and this is where it gets really interesting, Seth Rollins went out of his way in the days leading up to the Royal Rumble to make sure nobody expected him to be there. He went on ESPN's First Take earlier that week and flat out said he would not be at the Rumble. He said the doctors would not let it happen. Then he went on the Sal Licata show and talked about how he would be home doing solo dating, while his wife Becky Lynch competed in Riyadh. He talked about his daughter's dance class, her gymnastics class. He painted a picture of a completely normal, boring Saturday night at home. But here is the thing that should make every one of you pause. WWE has fooled us with this exact playbook before. Last year, Seth Rollins faked a knee injury. He sold it for months. He was seen walking around in public with a massive knee brace and crutches. And then at SummerSlam, he cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase and revealed the whole thing was a work the entire time. WWE spent months after that bragging about how badly they tricked the fans. So the question becomes, was this shoulder injury real? Or was it another masterful piece of deception designed to keep Rollins off the radar long enough to pull off exactly what happened at the Royal Rumble? Nobody can answer that right now. But every single piece of evidence is pointing in the same direction. Now let us step back. Because this is not just about who is under that mask. This is about the road to WrestleMania 42. Roman Reigns won the Men's Royal Rumble. He is your number one contender. Drew McIntyre is the undisputed WWE Champion. CM Punk holds the World Heavyweight Championship. Those are the big names on the surface of the WrestleMania conversation. But underneath all of that, the real story coming out of this Royal Rumble might not involve any of them. Think about what just happened to Bron Breakker. He was a favorite going into that match. The Vision is one of the most loaded factions in WWE, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Breakker is the man at the top of that group. He was supposed to walk into the Royal Rumble and make a massive statement. Instead, he was humiliated. Destroyed before he even touched the ring. That kind of humiliation does not just happen for no reason in WWE. That is a storyline. That is a setup. Someone, almost certainly Seth Rollins, orchestrated that attack to personally destroy Breakker's biggest night and to insert himself directly into the main event conversation without ever having to compete in the Royal Rumble itself. Think about how calculated that is. Has a problem. A massive one. Because whoever was under that mask just made themselves public enemy number one to one of the most dangerous factions on the entire roster. Paul Heyman is going to be in full scheming mode. Breakker is going to be looking for answers. And when the reveal finally comes, and it will come, it is going to ignite one of the biggest feuds heading into WrestleMania 42. So where does this go from here? The reveal is coming soon. WWE has been sitting on this masked man mystery, and the Royal Rumble just poured fuel on the fire. The longer they wait, the more the momentum dies. They need to strike while the conversation is at its peak, and right now, this is the conversation in wrestling. When that mask comes off, whether it is Seth Rollins standing there or someone we have not even considered, it is going to change the entire landscape of WWE heading into WrestleMania season. Breakker and the Vision are going to be hunting for blood. Paul Heyman is going to be scrambling. And whoever steps out from behind that mask is going to have to face the consequences of what they did in front of the whole world. This is not the end of the story. This is the beginning. And trust me, it is going to get a lot bigger before it gets resolved. Alright, so here is what I need from you right now. Drop a comment. Who do you think is under that mask? Is it Seth Rollins? Is it someone else entirely? I am reading every single comment, and I will be doing a follow-up video breaking down the top fan theories, so make sure yours is in there before then. If this video gave you even an ounce of the anger I felt watching that happen, smash that like button. It helps this channel reach more fans who need to see this content. Subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Hit that bell, all notifications, because this storyline is going to keep developing and I am not letting you miss a single second of the coverage on this channel. This is Ring Rumble 1. I will see you in the next one.